All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Gonna learn today. We back boxing 101. The real hated, the ducks tolerated. Shout out to 10A round. Just bet salute. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or whatever the situation may be. Give me 1 minute. Um, I do appreciate everybody for showing love to the channel. Best way to show love is to share that video. But if you want to donate, super chat is always open. I prefer the Cash App, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. All that's going across your screen. But also don't forget to check out the Facebook group. Don't forget to check out my other backup channel. I got something coming eventually. Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Check out my Detroit channel, Morris City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. So I do appreciate everybody out there. Dead Boxing, Dead Game Boxing, salute. Melanated Alpha Lion, salute. And but yeah, man, let's talk about this shit in boxing. Now, yesterday I seen Terrence Crawford boy, Bernie go on there, right? And he was speaking facts, right? But what he got to understand is when realness hit the internet, when realness hit IG, it don't mix. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got. The facts don't matter no more, and that's not just in boxing. That's in world you living in. You living in the matrix when you on the internet. What you see, what you seeing, and what you seeing in the comment section, and what you hearing, it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? When you see all these trolls come and say, "Oh, this dude need to do this, that, and the third," it ain't real. So that's what you gotta understand. Real don't really give me a minute. Real niggas don't really prosper on the internet. They don't. Real niggas don't prosper on the internet. Real stuff don't prosper. That's just the way it is. It's a fake. It's a fake. It's fake. So all the fake stuff gonna be able to grow. It's gonna be able to have crops. It's gonna be able to get bigger, get juicier. You know what I'm saying? Well, you take some of them dudes on the internet talking that riffraff, and you put them in the real world. Now this is where real motherfuckers prosper at. This is where we shine at. This is where facts shine at, and this is where that fake shit die at. So it don't matter the shit he talking. They don't care. They don't care. Just look at it for a minute. Canelo get accepted by his fan base for ducking. AJ get accepted for ducking Deontay Wilder, right? People say, "Oh, he should have signed to the zone." Maybe he should have. Who knows? Who got a physical copy of the contract that the zone sent to Deontay Wilder? Then they admitted to messing up the fight. Tyson Fury, when he didn't take the immediate rematch with Deontay Wilder, why was that accepted? Why was it accepted? We can keep going on and on and on. Why when Jamal Charlo didn't take the Canelo fight, why was that accepted? Why when he blatantly ducked Demetrius Andrade, the same people that's claiming Terrence Crawford is ducking, the same people that wouldn't even mention Gary Russell name in the video, all of a sudden they riding his salami now because he beefing with Bud. And those are the very same people that's gonna hype that little nigga up to get his ass beat by Devin Haney, and they're gonna be the same one bringing bottles of piss to his funeral, to his retirement party. Why is Tank allowed to go around here and duck everybody, duck a little puny white boy, and it's accepted? Tell me why, like Jadakiss. Tell me why. Why is it accepted? But then again, people want to say, insinuate or assume that Crawford ducking. People want to say, "Oh, Demetrius Andrade ain't shit." Okay. People want to say, "Oh, Deontay Wilder ain't did this." Why is that? Why is that? Everybody going so hard on Crawford like he ain't did more than every motherfucker we named on the other list. He ain't did more than Tank, way more. Way more. Am I lying? So why is it accepted for Earl Spence to sit here and his fans' only rebuttal is, "Oh, Terrence Crawford need to fight a credible welterweight." Birkin boy salute. Cure, salute. Butterbean, salute. Con Enigma, salute. All I want to know is Crawford got clout. The same clout Canelo had coming to 160. How Canelo can come to 160 and instantly get a shot at Triple G. How Canelo can jump up to 175 and not have to do nothing at 75, but get a shot at the light heavyweight belt. So why Crawford can't do that clout? He dominated 35, he dominated 40, here to dominate 47. Now all of a sudden he got to fight a credible welterweight. Who credible? What's credible? It's subjective, right? Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. That should be as credible as anything. Who Earl Spence beat that's credible? He beat Sean Porter. He been a man that been fucked up 1,000 times. He fighting Danny Garcia, a man that really should have 3 or 4 losses on his resume. He beat Lamont Peterson, who had a 3-year layoff, 1 fight before fighting Earl Spence. He beat Chris Algieri. He lost two of three of his fights, his last 3 fights before fighting Earl Spence. But these same people that come out here and say, "Oh, Crawford ain't did this," they want to turn around and slob down Gervonta Tank Davis, whose whole career is a facade. Gus salute, Young Mike salute. He said they trying to play defense for Spence. Spence a hoe. It ain't no 2 ways around it, dude. But they sit here and they tell me how credible Tank is, how good Tank is. Tank, he the future of boxing. Leonard, they don't know. Tank got the one hitter quitter. He the future of boxing. I'm telling you, TMT, Gervonta Tank Davis, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, in the business, in the building. You know, we the future, we the present, we the past, we the history. Okay, come on, man. That boy out here moving like a whole bitch. That boy out here moving like a whole bitch. That motherfucker running from Lomachenko. Now he running back down to 30. Oh, yeah, I feel comfortable at 30, you know. Like, come on, man. If you going to 30, we don't want to see you fight Leo Santa Cruz. We want to see you fight Miguel Burchett. Shit, Jojo Diaz. But then he turns around, and I'm going to put it all out here today. Mark, salute, versatile. He said, "Why Butterbean? So I thought he's fighting Chisora. Guess if they found a way to work with Kell Brook, I guess. Who knows? Chisora got ordered to fight is mandatory. So we'll see." He said not a UFC fight on October 24th is off. Okay. What happened? Then where we live off at? Oh, Tank. You know, then he want to sit here and say, "Oh, Gary Russell too small." Last time I checked, if my memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong. Somebody fact check me. Gary Russell started off at 126, right? What weight class did Leo Santa Cruz start off at? Tell me, what weight class did Leo Santa Cruz start off at? Anybody know what Leo started off at? And we're gonna address everything tonight. Shout out to Mark in the PayPal. Appreciate the love, Mark. I ain't gonna put your government all out there, but shout out to Mark. We don't do that over here. But let's see what Leo started off at. Nobody know? We ain't got no Leo Santa Cruz fans in the house. You telling me the Goodfellas Sports TV don't love Leo Santa Cruz? You ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre? Maybe y'all a little bit too young for that. 118. Okay, let's go basically what he said. So 118 is what? Bantamweight? Super bantamweight, excuse me. So this guy started off at super bantamweight. He said, "I don't know what happened, but ESPN reported the fight with Tony Ferguson and Gatli is off." I thought it was Khabib and Gatli. So I thought it was Khabib. Dana White just said the other day they pushing it back to the afternoon that night. The afternoon, so it's gonna be somewhere on Europe time, but afternoon here. But we can finish at the end. He started off at what, super bantamweight. So how is a super bantamweight big enough for you? But and he ain't been beat, and he ain't fought nobody. How's a super bantamweight big enough for you, but a career featherweight is not big enough for you? Cool man said, man, salute. I'll rephrase that again if anybody got caught up. Let's just expose these guys today. Leo started off at 118. That's a super bantamweight, I think. All right? I could be wrong. It could be bantamweight. Let's double check. Because I don't want to get the wrong information. So I got it right here. It get down there, get confusing. So bantamweight. He started off as a bantamweight. So a bantamweight is big enough for you, but a career super featherweight or career featherweight not. Now, from bantamweight, you got 118, 122, 126. So a dude that start off 3 weight classes below 130 is big enough for you, but a guy that start off 1 weight class is not. See, we wouldn't even be in this predicament. The predicament, shout out to JW Sports TV. We wouldn't be in this predicament. You heard me? If Al would say, you know what, the winner of Santa Cruz and Tank got to fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell wouldn't be crying, having to go retire. This is a retirement party for Gary Russell. This is a retirement party. He cashing out. Prove me different. He can talk all the shit. I've seen this story before. Mikey talk all the shit in the world. Kell Brook talk all the shit in the world. Amir Khan talk all the shit in the world. So who else we got that jumped up like that? It was somebody else. Brigandial jumped up, talked all the shit in the world. And it wasn't nothing but excuses. I know what a cash out looked like. I know what a retirement party looked like. I know what a desperation heave looked like. So Al gonna take an Olympian that didn't medal because he got sick. You're gonna take him, a black man, and diminish his reputation to having a cash out at 32 years old. Do you know how much harm Gary Russell done to his reputation? Clout chasing Terrence Crawford. Anybody in their right mind, if you think this joker gonna jump up 4 weight classes and beat Terrence Crawford, a guy who stopped all his opponents at welterweight. If you think, Mikey too, I'll say Mikey first. If you think he about to come up here and think he about to get a survival series in survival mode, this ain't no Earl Spence shit over here. Crawford is willing to get hit on the jaw. He willing to get dropped to get a knockout. Earl Spence ain't willing to risk the gusto to get the gusto. So let's say that. So if you think Gary Russell about to get in here and go into survival mode, now if he go into survival mode and Devin Haney allow him to survive and just, win a safe fight, that's on Devin Haney. And that's going to be a knock. He a little bit too much like Floyd Mayweather. No, he don't risk it to get the biscuit. He go in there and he go 12 with Gary Russell. I don't want to hear shit from his daddy again. Especially if Teofimo Lopez go in there and stop Lomachenko. T.O. can go in there and get the job done and stop Lomachenko, hypothetically. You going the distance with a featherweight. That's a loss to me. That's a loss to me. If you let that little man come up here and go 12 rounds with you, unless you batter him, bruise him, drop him, and they let him continue to go on and take that ass whooping. If Gary Russell lead this fight and he don't hit the canvas multiple times, don't talk to me about Devin Haney no more. I don't want to hear his dad. Oh, he look good. I don't want no more leftovers from the Mayweather era. I don't want no beta male. I tried to get the knockout. I couldn't. I don't want to hear that no more. I want to get back to Action Pack, Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, Aaron Pryor, Marvin Hagler, killers. I want to get back to real killers. So a little man come up there, you better do some damage. But name me a non-black fighter Al Haymon ever did like that. Name me a black fighter Al Haymon ever did like Gary Russell. I can't remember one. The fight go 12. I don't want to hear Bill Haney mouth again. If you can't knock out this little man, come on. I don't want to hear it. Motherfucking 126 pounds soaking wet wearing boots. That mean he ain't got no power or he ain't got no kill in him. He said, I think Gary gonna be too slippery for. When have you seen Gary be slippery? Hold on. When have you seen Gary be slippery? Tell me that. And tell me the fight Gary Russell been slippery. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you Sanchez. He said I think Gary fell out of favor with Al because he didn't want that Loma rematch after he beat Jay Gonzalez. Gary only said when Gary only said when asked about Loma, I quote, Loma got to see me before I retire. Like, oh, so he had a rematch clause. He didn't want it. Tank fighting, safety first fights, crying. Floyd threw him in too early. You ain't lying. He gave me to the wolves. He didn't want me to win with Pedraza. It was a setup fight. I wasn't prepared. Who fault is that? Bill Hayden's excuse gonna be Devin was coming off an injury. You know, my son, he had a shoulder injury. We couldn't really lift our jab hand the way we wanted to. You know, but look here, Sean. You know, we got the job, we got the victory. That's all that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Gary is known for having fast hands. He is not slippery. Big arc. Ace, excuse me. But that's all I'm saying. But then again, back on Cole, make sure I hit the thumbs up button. If PBC is so perfect in his La La Land, why is one of the most talented fighters over there having to jump up 2 weight classes? This ain't no different than Bob Arum. Starving out Rigondeaux. The only difference is he allowed Rigondeaux to leave and Rigondeaux still had to come back. James Bell that said Devin stops him. Gary was in 6 and 8 rounds. This ain't no different. Y'all want to try to compare and try to make Top Rank like the devil, but they all pretty much got the same issues. Everybody gonna respect Devin Haney for fighting a little nigga. Everybody else, man, Devin, we made this fight happen. We made this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? We made this fight happen. Okay. Then why is it happening on the competitions network? Why ain't Al Heyman putting the money up? I thought y'all PBC till you die. Well, Kenny Porter said that we down to do a purse bid for Bud. I bet you is down to do a purse bid for Bud. Y'all ain't got nothing going on for y'all lives. Nothing. After Porter fought Sebastian Baby Formula, everybody raised their hands who want to see Sean Porter ever fight again. Matter of fact, before the Earl Spence fight, whoever wanted to see Sean Porter fight? He was an in-shape street fighter. He was a bum. Who want to see Sean Porter fight? Who? Who want to see Sean Porter fight? Please tell me. Who want to say, oh, I want to see Sean Porter fight this guy? Nobody want to see Sean Porter. Let's see debuting. He going back up to 54. 10-8 round salute. Nobody want to see Sean Porter. Ain't nobody come to see Otis. Ain't nobody come to see NSYNC. Ain't nobody come to see Dollar Boy. They came to see Titty Boy. Nobody came to see Chingy. They came to see fucking Nelly. You know? That's the crazy thing about it. You know, now the new thing is to use Terrence Crawford name for clout. That's the new thing. Sean Porter, he had a bad fight. Motherfuckers like me saying, oh, I don't want to see Sean fight no more. Shitty Sean. Nobody want to see his non-training daddy train no more. Everybody saying that. All of a sudden, now nobody talking about him and Danny Garcia, Earl Spence winner. Nobody talking about him fighting Bud. Nobody talking about him fighting Keith Thurman no more. He's an afterthought after that performance. His numbers was low. Right? Sean Porter numbers was low, right? His numbers low. What's the popular thing to do? Well, you know, we want to fight Crawford. Send the contract. Send the contract. We want to fight Crawford. That's the popular thing to do. How did Gary Russell start a social media following? Because he ain't had no social media following. He didn't have no social media following before this. How he started social media following. Even he broke a bigger story than this. Even when he said Floyd Mayweather, right? You didn't hear nobody but me make a video about it, really. Even when he told barbershop conversation, beauty shop, bald head, coon conversation, right? Even when he told him Floyd Mayweather called me and told me to stop picking on Tank Davis. Nobody took that story and did nothing with it. Even beauty shop, the methodical, chaos, black community chaos, black boxing chaos starter did not do nothing with that clip. General Pendant Sloop. He didn't do nothing with that clip. But here this dude talking about something that happened over 10, 15 years ago and lied about it. Gary Russell lied and said, I knocked out Terence Crawford. I broke his jaw. Right? The real story come out. Where are the videos exposing Gary Russell as a liar? As a capper? Everybody focus, he broke Terence Crawford's jaw, and Crawford got to see him, and this, that, and third. Y'all listen to that fat CeeLo Brown midget. Y'all listen to him like he knows something about boxing. Just because you've been around longer, don't mean you shit. All these old channels that been around this long, your time is over with. Dante, Ego, 7-8, y'all had the ball in y'all court. The ball is gone. Y'all old, scantless, bald-headed, going to Thailand, raping kids' ass. Your time is gone. Your time is gone. Wearing shades in the fucking room with all your time is gone. It's over with. Y'all had the ball. Y'all had the bag. Y'all fumbled it. The new media is dead. Nobody respects you. Your opinion's garbage. Y'all ain't got no sources. Y'all need validation from Bill Haney? From Kenny Porter? I don't need to be validated by somebody daddy who don't know nothing about boxing. I can go in there and do what the fuck they do. You validated by talking to Derrick James? Word on the street in Texas is Errol Spence can train himself. Derrick James ain't did nothing to improve him. So why do I need to be validated by the daddy crew? Niggas ain't talking to Joel Diaz. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing interviews with dudes that know the game. Only person doing it is Ellie, and he talking to racist ass Robert Garcia. Ain't nobody talking to Don Turner, a real OG in the box. Ain't nobody talking to Virgil Hunter, OG, who really trained Andre Ward. I forget his name. Y'all talking to these motherfuckers who just know how to lace up gloves. Come on, Dre. Dre, you got to. Come on, Dre. Dre, what you do? Dre. What you doing, Dre? Dre, you got to. Dre. Why you talking to motherfuckers who don't even know nothing? Come on. We don't need no daddies to validate my channel. I don't need that. You know, come on, boy, he shouted me out. That's validation. I don't need no fucking validation, nigga. I'm my own validation, nigga. My subs validate me. All them can reach out all the way. I don't want to talk to you. I don't need validation. Even Bo Mac or Bernie, I don't need no validation. I don't need no daddies, no coaches, no fighters. I know what's going on behind the scene. I know enough. I respect Vasily Lomachenko, daddy, over all of them. He don't be doing all that riffraff and talking. They go into the lab, they work. He ain't trying to take no shine from his son. He ain't taking no 57% of his son purse like Kenny Porter is. You feel me? How you a man when you stopping your son who got your name, Kenny Porter Jr., from having a career? How you a man taking 60% of your son's purse? It's another PBC fighter, daddy, who taking like 50-some% of his purse. I'm not gonna say their name. Motherfuckers feel validated with niggas that don't even got credentials. Nigga. I want to feel validated, nigga. I want to talk to somebody who really a boxing head. Shit, Rosie Perez got more validation than them niggas I'm talking about. Can he speak English? That's good he don't speak English. Shit. Good enough. Shit. Good enough. Because you know how the motherfuckers expose themselves? You know how these dudes expose themselves? Inconsistency. I'm gonna tell you where they downfall lie at. And Champ side hoe ass too. He's a hoe. You tell him I said it. He's a hoe too. He sit here and do all that whole shit that whole motherfuckers do. He do the whole shit too. I got more respect for Ring IQ. Say what you want to say. I got more respect for T Street controversy. Say what you want to say. I got more respect for them niggas than them. Oh, Deontay Wilder, look at the glove and look how it's flopping, and you know Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder and this, that, and the third, and Wilder got evidence. At some point, we get to March. There's no evidence. At some point, we get to April. There's no evidence. At some point, we get to May. There's no evidence. At some point, we get to June. There's no evidence. We get to July. No evidence. We get to August. No evidence. What we at? September 10th today. No evidence been revealed. Ain't no evidence. If there was an autopsy, Deontay Wilder dick be in the dirt. His whole body would be in the dirt. So one, ain't no autopsy. Ain't no autopsy. No autopsy doesn't exist because Deontay Wilder got vitals. He's alive. And they spent this and they ran with this narrative and they ran with this dude named what's the old boy name? The kind man. Yeah, you know, I do Muay Thai and I ain't never seen no glove like this. What's his name? Young Pharaoh. My backup channel got a ton of information to expose him. Check it out, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Leave this motherfucker right now and go check out. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. Yeah, I ain't never seen a glove flop like that. Okay, brothers? You know, I was wondering, did Fury take the patent out the glove? Because I seen it flopping. You go back and watch Muhammad Ali gloves, they flopped. Maybe even George Foreman's flopped. Then it went from floppy gloves. Well, they tainted his water. Come on, man. They tainted his water, man. I ain't never seen Deontay Wilder come out here like that, man. You know, man, Saturday, man, I don't even know the words about boxing, man. My great grandma sent me to the store, and man, I don't know, man. I just seen a box of cornmeal, and I said, you know what, Saturday, I like boxing. Come on. They spiked this nigga water. His gloves was flopping. How did Tyson Fury generate this much power? He did have a 50-pound weight advantage. He did sit on his punches. He did walk Wilder down instead of moving on the back foot. Wilder was breaking camp to go chase pussy. Wilder wasn't listening to Mark Breland. Wilder thought he was going to land one right hand, it was going to be over with. He landed too early and noticed that Tyson Fury ate him. So they took a whole chunk of time to talk about how this white man cheated him. And I look at it from a different point of view. My point of view is this. They were so desperate to get a counter to Anthony Joshua. They gave a motherfucker who been sitting on the couch for the last 2 years 50-50. Al Heyman gave Tyson Fury 50-50 of the church's money. So Deontay Wilder split the bag twice with Tyson Fury. Just think about that for a minute. He split the bag 50-50 with Tyson Fury twice. In the second fight, the winner of the second fight gets 60-40 in the third fight. So Deontay Wilder split the bag as one of the longest reigning champions in boxing with a dope fiend, a pet offender for 2 fights. He fought him the first time, gave 50-50. Tyson Fury said, you know what? I'm going to run over here and go to top rank, and I ain't gonna fight you for another year or some change. Then Tyson Fury dictates Deontay Wilder's whole career. This ain't a Riddick Bowe. This ain't a Evander Holyfield. This ain't no domestic fighter. You let a European come and dictate your whole career. You let European dictate your whole career. A dude that had fought, once to my knowledge, over here versus Steve Cunningham. You know what happened in that Steve Cunningham fight? He got slept the same way and got up the same way he did versus Deontay Wilder. And he came back and mauled Steve Cunningham and stopped him. So he split the bag with Tyson twice. Lost the second fight. So now Fury gets 60-40. Why ain't nobody talking about how Al Haymon put Deontay Wilder in a bad deal? Then he let the white boy dictate when the rematch happened. Damn. What MC Ren tell Eazy-E when Jerry Heller told him what they gonna do about after the No Vaseline diss in the movie? He said, "Damn, E, who the boss? You or him?" Whatever he said. It looked like Tyson Fury the champion to me. It looked like the lineal held more weight. It looked like the lineal held more weight than the WBC belt did. Right? Am I lying? Am I lying? Then somebody just mentioned it. Fox and WE put him on before Deontay Wilder. So Tyson Fury got to go on to WWE on Deontay Wilder's home network, Fox. So Deontay Wilder fuck around with Tyson Fury. Not only destroyed his reputation, destroyed his career. He lost money fucking with him. And then he going around chasing pussy during camp. Wanna know why he losing? Pussy whipped. How you chasing? How you going around breaking camp chasing a woman? So I thought Al Haymon was all great. And when Al Haymon seen Deontay Wilder, when he seen Deontay Wilder get the Jesus walks beat out his ass, get the Exodus beat out his ass, get the Genesis beat out his butt. When he seen Deontay Wilder get the Quran, the Baptist Christian Bible, the New Jerusalem, the King James Version, when he seen him get beat all the biblical shit out that ass, I speak it, believe it, whatever, one face one. When he seen he got his whole ass whooped, he looked at Errol Spence and said, "I'm not going to let you in there with Terrence Crawford." He looked at Gervonta Tank Davis. "I'm not going to let you in there with Lomachenko. You will get your entire ass beat." Columbus Mark Salute. He said, "I'm not putting you in there with them killers." That's why I respect Cotto Ross say. Cotto, man, he said everyone knows Margarito cheated, yet Cotto went back and got his get back and beat Margarito at, and didn't make no excuses. He didn't make no smear campaign on Margarito. He just let people know, "I'm gonna beat your ass." It wasn't no look at his glove or look at Cotto was like, all right. Cotto ain't do no bitching, no crying. Cotto went in there, got his get back. It was over with. He still ain't talking about it. But when Al seen Deontay Wilder get the Holy Spirit beat out his ass, when Tyson Fury snatched his soul, Al was like, no. Errol Spence knew what it was. Errol Spence will get his entire ass beat. They not even sure he could beat Keith Thurman. And when you turn into an Errol Spence fan, matter of fact, let's say that. We say that for a minute. He said Mike, like chasing legacy is fighting motherfuckers. Tyson Fury. Fury has at least 2 questionable fights versus a dude that weren't A level. His fights before the rematch was tune-ups and going bad, even though he won. It is what it is. We talking about the Charlo twins, right? I'm talking about the Charlo twins. You know, talking about Jamal Charlo. he blatantly ducked Demetrius Andrade for $7 and $10 million. Ronnie Shields says on record to Fight Hype, what does Demetrius Andrade bring to the table? Like he don't hold the belt. Does the Letter Community Crew make a video about it? He said, "No, Cotto showed pictures at the face-off. Cotto didn't go out here bitching and crying, saying that Margarito cheated him, and he didn't talk about I had autopsy. I got evidence." Cotto pointed it out to his face when he went face to face with him with Max Kellerman, and he proceeded to beat his ass. Cotto didn't go out here with a smear Margarito smear campaign. He did not. He did not. But back to Jermall Charlo. Nobody batted an eye when he ducked Demetrius Andrade. Nobody. Everybody act like it didn't happen. Nobody batted an eye when Floyd went out there and say, "I'm ready to make Lomachenko a Tank" when he couldn't get Tank to do what he wanted to do. Nobody batted an eye. Nobody complains. Nobody batted an eye when Lil Mill, right, when he didn't run it back with Tony Harrison. Have you heard Wilder say? I know Wilder saying something. That's a fact. Where you think baby mama's boy getting this shit from? Wilder don't have to say nothing to speak. He don't. Wilder little people out here putting this information out. Where you think Dante getting it from? They trying to create a buzz for the next fight. So I know he's speaking. So I ain't trying to hear, oh, he ain't speaking. Motherfucker said in the PBC interview he did when he came back. So much things have happened in the fight. The truth will come out eventually. Like, come on, man. Jermell ain't no throwback fighter, nigga. He ain't no throwback fighter. A throwback fighter, for one, don't run from a rematch. Oh, it's a unification bout. Okay. After my unification bout, let me fight Tony Harrison. Oh, as soon as he fought Tony Harrison before he got reserved, ain't no rematch. I ain't gonna do no rematch. How's that throwback fighter? And then slow it down. Y'all talking about Tyson Fury cheating. Why ain't nobody talking about Jermell Charlo cheating, using an unauthorized water bottle? Derek James validated that. I didn't touch the bottle. He did an interview with Fight Hype. I don't know what happened to his fight. The bottle, his uncle was touching the bottle. So, like I said before, don't try to say, oh, he's a throwback fighter. Throwback fighter's running back. He didn't run it back with Tony Harrison. Harrison ran it back with him. He didn't run it back with Vanes Monterrosa, and most people thought he lost that fight. That ain't no speculation, nigga. That's a fact. He used an illegal water bottle. That's a fact. Al Heyman went to the commission and said, oh, don't do nothing about it. Come on, that's a fact. The fuck you mean? That motherfucker was using an illegal water bottle, bro. And I could see if it was clear, and we could see what was in there. Come on, man, get out of here. No damn speculation, nigga. I can see. I see Tony Harrison drinking out the water bottles that the California State Athletic Commission provided. I see Jermell Charlo start off with Derek James giving him the California State Athletic Commission water, and then you see his uncle wrap around in the ring with a green water Gatorade bottle that we don't know what's in there. He said, I'm talking about Wilder. I know exactly what's going on. Ain't no speculation, nigga. I'm plugged in like an extension cord. How you think I know he was breaking camp to go chasing pussy? Shit. The streets be talking. Talking about speculation. Nigga, that's a fact. Al Heyman told them, don't fuck the bag up. Yeah, let's see the fight sign. Man, I ain't gonna never fake the funk on none of these niggas, man. Just like y'all didn't know Devin Haney turned down Jorge Linares, but he out here saying Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko ducking him. How you turn down Jorge Linares and some, like I said, I can spill the beans for days, bro. Let's get back on the Charco twins. Like I said, I support what they got coming up. But then again, you got one of them that duck the rematch. Don't get rematches. Use the unauthorized bottle. Right? You got the other one who ducked Canelo, or who ducked Demetrius Andrade. After all the riff-raffing, after all the rapping and capping that went on between Demetrius Andrade, Andrade said, pull up, pussy, let's do it. Well, he don't bring nothing to the table. He ain't a world champion. And I think that's a fight that he can win. But then again, you're going to fight Derevyanchenko, who lost 2 of his last 3 fights. You're going to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko, who got the brakes beat off his ass by Brian Carlos Castanos in the World Series of Boxing. This what we doing? Come on, man. They manufacture too. You think they was gonna put Jermall Charlo in there with Derevyanchenko that they had no losses as a pro? Hell no. He fights somebody that lost 2 of his last 3. Don't let that distract you. It's a good fight, but he's facing somebody that lost 2 of his last 3. Somebody that got moral victories. We just speaking facts. So I'm supposed to praise this nigga for beating the motherfucker that Danny Jacobs beat and that Triple G beat. However you like it. Oh, he really won. What BoxRec say? That's all we saying. Then we can move up a weight class. David Benavidez. Somebody that lost his title on the scale. Before that, lost his title with Coke. Before that, he got beat by Ronald Garville, in my opinion. Right? He didn't have no stamina in the first fight. He hires Alex Ariza. He gets unlimited stamina. He beat Ronald Garville. Then he the one that's holding up the Caleb Plant fight. Talking about, oh, we need to wait till this pay-per-view, or, you know, we need to build it up some more. I'd rather fight Ramiro, Alexis Angulo, a voluntary. Come on. He ducking Caleb Plant. How Al Haymon gonna make fighters fight from 2 different sides of the street, but he can't even force his own fighters to fight? Not saying the kid ain't talented, but you can't be out here false advertising. Well, I'm gonna beat Caleb Plant up. I'm the king of the division. I ain't never seen no king of the division do what the shit he done did. You running from a middleweight white boy. How many white boys in boxing the last 10 years then ran a nigga out the ring, or was scared, or Mexican or brother was scared to get in the ring with? Name them. Name me the most feared white boy in the last 10 years. From 10 to 20. Name me. Them motherfuckers scared to fight him. So how can we make fights on people? How can we make fights with Top Rank PBC, the Zone, Top Rank PBC, when for one they turning down career high payday money? For 2, Al Haymon can't make his hoes fight each other. Al Haymon, a gracious pimp. You know what I'm saying? He can't even consolidate his fighters. He can't. Man, it's rare you see Al Haymon consolidate a belt. He can have every belt in the division. Come on. You said, Mansoor say, with all these so-called lions start getting their ass whooped, with a local dummy boxing community change their name? Who cares? I don't know. Rod say, you validate the way Al moves his fighters when Bud Homie went on live yesterday and said the same shit you said weeks ago. I mean, anybody can see it. Everybody see it. Al Haymon supposed to be this gracious. Why don't Bud sign to Al Haymon? Look at Gary Russell, nigga. Shit. Al Haymon making this motherfucker go up 2 weight classes just to get a fight. If Al Haymon let it go through. Come on, I mean, if you go to PBC as a brother, I get it. I ain't mad at you. But you can want to fight somebody so bad and Al Haymon won't make it happen if the other guy don't want to fight. Just look at it. Lomachenko's calling out everybody. Teofimo said, I'll fight Tank after I beat Loma. I'll stay at the weight class one more fight. Anuya will fight anybody. Come on, who else Al got? Better BF and whoop anybody on PBC roster. They ain't saying their name. Tyson Fury gonna beat down everybody. Come on. Come on, who really got the real dogs? Josh Taylor, he got him. Who really got the real killers, bro? When you look at Al roster, who Al really got? Gary Russell, wasted talent. Tank Davis, the biggest hole in the sport. Damn near, other than Errol Spence. Barrios, who else he got? Them old ass welterweight division. Sean Porter, old man. Keith Thurman, old man. Danny Garcia, old man. Errol Spence went through a car window. He might be an old man now. The Charcoal brothers, they 30-something years old and still don't have a signature win. Jamil can beat Rosario, but who gonna care? Who gonna be like, oh man, I remember Jamil beat Rosario. That ain't like beating Terry Norris or Julian Jackson or Gerald McClendon. What type of win is that? Rosario ain't got no name. And ain't nobody gonna see the fight, on pay-per-view, because ain't nobody gonna pay for it probably. Jamal Charlo don't want to fight Canelo. Don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. David Benavidez don't want to fight Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was waiting on to fight the winner between Angulo and Truex. He ain't fighting nobody. Marcus Brown can't keep his hands to himself. John Pascal, he old as dirt. Bob got the best light heavyweight. He got the best welterweight. He got the best heavyweight. He got the best 140 pounders. He got the best lightweight. He got the best super featherweight. He got the best 118 pounder. He might have the best 126 pounder, Emmanuel Nervete. What Al Heyman got? Some old ass, trashy ass, scared ass, candy corn welterweights. 154 on fire. I'll give him that. But ain't no name there. Al got 47 and 54. What else Al got? Canelo at 68 now, so come on. What else do Al Heyman got? What else did Al got? Bob got it on lock. Bob got the boxing streets on lock. No, Al Heyman don't mess with no women. Didn't Raquel Miller tell y'all that on Beauty Shop Channel? Samuel, salute. Mr. 21 Strong. What Al Heyman got? When you look at it, what he got? Why you think he don't want to put that? Why you don't think he want to put Earl in there with Terrence? He lose the welterweight division. He has nothing else. Bob Arum single-handedly took his small portion of the heavyweight division away from him like that. He had every belt on the street for a week. It's gone. What else do Al Heyman got? He lose Errol Spence to Terrence Crawford. He got nothing, bro. Nothing. Al Heyman has nothing left. He got 54. And 54 makes so much fight because ain't no money in it. Canelo then took over 68. What he could do is move his 54 pounders up to 60. And he could fight Demetrius Andrade, Triple G. So at the best, he got 54 and 60 at the best, and 47 at the best. But right now, 60 still controlled by DAZN. So why you think he don't want to put him in there with him? First, not PBC. Why you make sure I hit the thumbs up button? So why y'all think he don't want to put him in with that killer? He lose that division. That's the money division of the smaller weight classes. Al Heyman don't have nothing left. Al Heyman might as well pack his bag and take Sam with him and go back into the music industry. That's why he don't want to risk it. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather didn't take no risks in his career. He didn't. Floyd Mayweather moved just like Tank moved for the most part. Floyd Mayweather was a beta male. Floyd Mayweather ain't nowhere near the greatest fighter of all time. To be a great fighter, you gotta take great risks. Muhammad Ali took exceptional risks. Sugar Ray Leonard took risks. He didn't take a lot of them, but he took risks. Sugar Ray Robinson took a lot of risks. Henry Armstrong took a lot of risks. Roberto Duran took more risks than Floyd ever took. You think Floyd bitch ass ever think about jumping up 2 weight classes? No. Name me a risk Floyd took. Or old Pacquiao. Had he beat Pacquiao in 2009, then we talking about something. That boy ain't take no risk. That's why PBC ran the way it is. It's beta male shit. Everything they want to be given to him. They wanted to be a given. Floyd ain't took no risk in his career. When you go back and you just think we was brainwashed to think this nigga was a great fighter, he wasn't no great fighter, bro. He was a pussy. He was a pussy that just so happened to fall in the right era. You put his daddy in this era, his daddy can do the same thing. Who Floyd didn't fight? A lot of guys he didn't fight. Floyd just had great timing, bro. He didn't fight Lara. He didn't fight Keith. He didn't fight Sean. He didn't fight Spence. He didn't get an opportunity to fight a prime Cotto. He fought Matthew Ricky Hatton. Okay, give him a cookie for that one. He didn't fight. He retired when Paul Williams, Joshua Clottey, Manny Pacquiao, and Miguel Cotto and Shane Mosley was all monsters at the division. He didn't fight none of them. He retired. He ducked Antonio Margarito, looking over his shoulder. It's a video. I'm gonna find that video and post it. So when you get to talking about who he ducked, I just know you didn't watch boxing. He retired at the height of the welterweight division. That division that he retired of, it had Kermit Cintron in it, Paul Williams, I believe, Margarito. I think Carlos Katana will steal some shit down there at some point. Motherfucker wasn't trying to fight. No, even at 54, he drained Canelo. He didn't fight Lara. He didn't fight Trout. Who did he beat? And motherfucker say Corrales. He made Corrales come down from 35 to 30 on my mama. So he didn't even fight the best version of Corrales. He made Corrales come down 5 pounds. Trick no good. Trick no good. The same way he moved Pussyfoot Tank, the same way he moved as a boxer. Well, Kostya Tszyu didn't want to fight Floyd. That was the word on the street, so we got to give him credit on that one. He didn't want to fight Floyd. Ricky Hatton ended up retiring him, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. So that wasn't on Floyd. So who? How he the greatest when he don't got a better win than Sugar Ray Robinson beating Jake LaMotta all them times? How he the greatest and he ain't got a better win than Sugar Ray Leonard over Duran or Tommy Hearns? Name me a Floyd fight that's better than Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns won. I'll wait. Shit, name me a win that's better than the Rafael Benitez fight. I'll wait. Come on, Michael Nunn earned his title. He had 30, almost 40 fights before he became champion. Come on, Marvin Hagler too. He had 44 fights, got robbed out of a title, came back and eventually got it. He said Kostya Tszyu, I don't know who Kostya Tszyu. No, Kostya Tszyu didn't want to fight him. It was the word on the street. He wanted to fight Kostya Tszyu. Maybe he ducked him. I don't know. I heard he wanted to fight him. He ducked Paul Williams. Am I lying? He ducked Paul Williams. He was Arizona. Lara was his mandatory for a while, technically. He didn't fight Lara. He didn't fight Trout. He didn't fight Miguel Cotto at 47. He didn't fight Pacquiao at his prime at 47. He retired when Paul Williams was at his prime. He retired when Margarito was at his prime. Come on, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Floyd didn't have an opponent. Man, Floyd didn't fight Margarito at his prime. He didn't fight Paul Williams at his prime. He didn't fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime at 147 pounds. Am I lying? What you talking about? He didn't have opponents. He didn't fight Shane Mosley at 47 at the time. He retired. What you talking about? He didn't have opponents. Nigga, he did. He retired. He took the easy way out. Shit. Lara was at 54. Trout was at 54. He cherry picked Canelo for the money. So what is y'all talking about? He didn't have that nigga duck motherfuckers. He wasn't a great. Didn't want to fight. Who else? I think he found the video in the chat. Rod did. He said, "What the Gotti was a bum. No offense. But Gotti was an okay fight. Gotti had like 7 losses or 4 or 5 losses. That was a cherry pick. That was a money grab. Come on, Gotti, get out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here." He said you could say the same thing. At least Bud was knocking motherfuckers out. Say that about him. He was knocking motherfuckers out. Bud ain't ducking no shit. Y'all just mad because I'm exposing Floyd. Y'all better hope that I don't never let Nate Campbell get on here. Y'all gonna be mad as hell. Motherfucker wasn't no great fighter, bro. Floyd just happened to fall in the right era. That's it. He ducked 1,000 fighters throughout his time. 1,000 of them. No motherfucker didn't want to fight no Negro fighters, nigga. And for you niggas saying, well, Floyd the greatest, you put Roberto Duran in the ring with that motherfucker, he get killed. Whatever weight you want to do it at. 30, 35, 47, 54, wherever you want to take it to. If Marcos Maidana and Luis Castillo can get what Floyd like that, do you understand what Sugar Ray Robinson would do to him? Do you understand what Duran would do to him? Do you understand what dudes like Carmen Brazilio would do to him? He couldn't even keep Marcos Maidana off of him. And you talking about he better than Sugar Ray Robinson. He couldn't beat Winky Wright. Guarantee at 54, he couldn't beat Vernon Forrest neither. He couldn't beat Tommy Hearns neither. He barely beat an old Oscar De La Hoya. He said Floyd was trying to fight Shane. That was at 35. Shane Mosley made a business decision. Shane Mosley jumped up to 47 to fight the cash cow of boxing, Oscar De La Hoya. So don't give me that. Shane Mosley went for the bag. So don't give me that. And he won. What's bigger at the time? What year was they fought in? What's bigger at the time? A win over Floyd Mayweather or a win over Oscar De La Hoya? That's a pick'em fight. I'm not sure. I'll probably go with Duran. Get out of here, bro. Explain to me, before I continue on and finish up, explain to me why Floyd Mayweather retired when Paul Williams, Margarito, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, Joshua Clottey, Kermit Cintron was all at 147. Why Floyd did not fight one of them? Explain to me that. You can't explain it because he retired like a punk. He retired. Explain to me why didn't Floyd fight? Why did he retire? Why did it take him 6 years to fight Manny Pacquiao? It is what it is. He was a glorified bum. No offense to him. I don't give a fuck. He did. That's his problem. No disrespect, but I'm being disrespectful. I ain't giving no punk nigga like Floyd no flowers, nigga. For fucking up the game. Do y'all understand all this pussyfooting around by Tank and Earl Spence and the Charlo twins and all this is because of him? Boxing is fucked up because of Floyd and y'all praising this whole ass nigga? Open your eyes. I don't know about he couldn't even beat up Castillo convincingly in 2 fights. You think he gonna beat Duran? Crazy. Pac-Man was dope. So what? Fight him. Cotto fought him. Shane fought him. Clottey fought him. If you're the greatest fighter of all time, what's the problem? You think Floyd would be the only fighter to go up against a doped up Pacquiao? Didn't Eric Morales beat him? Didn't Eric Morales beat him? Didn't Marquez fight a doped up Pacquiao? And you could argue he won all 4 or 5 of their fights, whatever the mean times they fought. So excuse me, you telling me Marquez got bigger nuts than Floyd Mayweather? Samir say Floyd was trying to fight Canelo before he was even known in the U.S. Floyd would think he's slick trying to catch him real young, even real young or real young or old. Cool Man 7 said Floyd was an opportunist. He gave misdirection, ducked prime black fighters while pursuing Hispanic fighters. And he knew he'd beat. Exactly, bro. How you rationalize fighting Robert Guerrero but never fighting Paul Williams? He wouldn't even think about moving up to fight Sergio Martinez at 54. I don't care about the event. Oh, wasn't the last person to put a event on, and that's why motherfuckers don't buy pay per view now. Don't nobody want to get in there and see Floyd Mayweather pity pat roll. That's why they don't buy pay per view now. Floyd fucked the game up on purpose. Everybody following the blueprint to absurdity in their career. That's what's going on. Everybody following the blueprint that's gonna be detrimental. Nobody in this boxing game right now gonna be able to make money off their name. They ain't gonna never come back and be able to do what Roy and Mike doing. They ain't gonna be able to do no signings. They ain't doing no commercial. They ain't no brands. This motherfucker Marvin Hagler was in a Right Guard commercial. Sugar Ray Leonard was all over on commercials. Tommy Hearns was all over TV. How you gonna be a superstar when you retire when you wasn't a superstar when you was prime? Floyd Mayweather flipped the Monopoly board over, so couldn't nobody win. And if you're too ignorant to believe it, go learn. Go learn about some fighters. Barney Ross, Carmen Brazilio, Willie Pep, Henry Armstrong, Charles Burley, Michael Nunn, Archie Moore. The motherfucker was winning titles in his 50s damn near. Sugar Ray Robinson. A motherfucker went like 70 or almost 100 fights before he took his first L. Henry Armstrong held 3 belts at one time. No catchweight, no nothing. He was taking them how they come. Featherweight, welterweight. He was going up and down the scales. No catchweights. Manny Pacquiao not greater than Henry Armstrong. It's just sometimes you got to open up and read about the past fighters. That's all. That's it. Joe Louis was a motherfucker. Come on, man. 140-0, whatever it was. He said, remember he called out Winky and Winky said Floyd chain because he know he couldn't beat Winky. Winky was too big. He said, you so hard on Tank. Come on, man. Look here, man. I wouldn't be so hard on Tank if he shut the fuck up. If he be a hoe in silence, I ain't mad at him. Do you want to fuck with a loud hoe? You fuck her and she tell everybody in the world she a hoe, or you want to fuck with the low-key freak? She come over, gobble it up, leave. She ain't putting your business. She ain't Snapchatting your picture while you sleep with her in the bed. Do you want a low-key hoe or you want a loud hoe? Let me know. If he move like a low-key hoe, I wouldn't say nothing about him. Just like y'all give Santa Cruz a pass. Santa Cruz get, well, my dad, he's sick and his heart is coming up. Y'all give him a pass. Because he know how to move. He know how to be a low-key hoe. It's cool. But let Terrence Crawford, let Lomachenko come to 47 and Crawford say, well, he got to do something at 47. What y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say? Oh, he ducking him. It's subjective like. Jamal Charlo can duck Andrade. He can duck Canelo. Weak ass Dante won't say nothing. Champ side hoe ass won't say nothing. Nobody gonna say nothing about it. 78 ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, man. He ain't gonna say nothing with his old milk dud ass. He ain't gonna say nothing. Shit, remember Earl Spence came on his show and told him he was a hoe to his face? Oh, yeah, it's checkers, not chess. I'm trying to get the easy belt first. Oh, yeah, you heard it. The boogeyman and that. Nah, nigga, we heard what he said. We heard what he said. I'm a hoe and I'm proud and I ain't fighting Crawford. He said that 2 or 3 years ago. He sat there and tried to, you heard what he said? You would have seen his face when Earl Spence told him, I'm a hoe and I'm proud. Put him in a hoe walk with slut walk with Amber Rose. He told that man to his face, him and 7-8, that I don't want to fight that man. Not right now. And what they say? Yes, the real boogeyman in Dallas, Texas. Come on, man. This motherfucker been saying he a hoe this whole time, but it get ignored. It's just a smear campaign. I never thought I'd come, Billy M. Salute. I thought I'd never get to the day in boxing where a motherfucker wanted to fight and the fans and the media turn their back on him. But if I ever thought I got to a day, I bet my pretty penny that Negro was going to be a dark Negro. And I knew it. Y'all don't notice how they hate on Deontay Wilder for no reason before this happened? He dark skinned. They hate on Claressa Shields. And her and Wilder talk that shit, though. But McGregor talked that shit, ain't no backlash. They talk that shit. Crawford, and proving my point here, Crawford dark skin, he don't say nothing. Low key, he respect all the fighters, and they still shit on him. And that's kind of what I told Lion Killer when he left the local dummy box community. I said, man, nigga, live out with a bang. You trying to be respectful. You can't be respectful dealing with niggas. Sometimes you gotta stoop to niggas level. Sometimes you gotta get disrespectful with niggas so they know not to try you. He wanted to leave out with class and leave out like an uppity nigga, and I told him, I said, that was your mistake. You trying to extend the olive branch to a whole bunch of niggas who only understand extending the chicken wing branch. I'm going out blasting. What Prodigy say? Like milk, like mixing milk and vodka. I'm going out blasting. Straight up and down. I'm getting disrespectful. Exactly, John Q. Salute. I'm getting Thomas Morgan Salute. I'm getting disrespectful. If I'm gonna leave off a job, I'm gonna leave off with a bang. I'm gonna flip some shit over. I'm gonna kick some boxes off. I give a fuck. I don't care. You can't. Ain't no. Look, if you ever get into a nigga moment, ain't no taking the high road most of the time. Sometimes you can walk away, and if you can do it. But sometimes you get in a nigga moment. Sometimes you gotta stoop to their level. Come on. He said Crawford. How is he a weirdo? A family man who married to who with a black woman, who take care of his family, who didn't leave the hood, who ain't getting drunk and crashing his car, who ain't dancing with other niggas, who ain't wearing no purse. So how is he weird when the other nigga from Dallas is wearing a purse? Shout out to Ricky in the super chat. Appreciate the love, bro. So how is he a weirdo? Please somebody tell me. Your favorite fighter wearing a purse, but Terrence Crawford a weirdo. He take care of his family. He don't publicize the street life. He with his sons. They win in wrestling tournaments. Why is he a weirdo? But your favorite fighter got a purse on, right? And don't forget, I'm about to go in on him, so I'm just building up to the moment. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. But your favorite fighter got a purse on, and he not a weirdo. I bet Mike Lee wear a purse too. Or what is his name? Mike Light? He probably wear a purse too. Hey baby, how I look? Ooh, baby. Look at my purse. Look at my purse. Should I wear it around my hips or should I wear it around my shoulders? Around my chest? Look at my purse. Look at my purse. Look at look at me getting drunk in the club and dancing with another man and hitting the wall. Come on, baby. You know you want to touch this purse. You know I like other men's. Look at my nipples. You know I like my nipples being sucked by other men. Come on, you talking about this nigga weird, but a nigga wear a purse and skinny jeans. And getting drunk and dancing with niggas in the club. Ain't talking about, what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? But you better not come to me saying you no real boxing fan. Oh, Bud need to do something at 47 before he fought Earl Spence. Who is Earl Spence? Who has Earl Spence beat to become welterweight royalty? Let me ask that. Who Earl Spence beat to become welterweight royalty? Last time I checked, he went 12 rounds with a super featherweight. With a featherweight. He went 12 rounds. Didn't hurt him, didn't drop him, and then he turned around and said, "Oh, I wasn't trying to hurt Mikey. I don't want to hurt Mikey's. Okay, Dick James told me to go out there and be friendly and nice with Mikey's. But the in-state street fighter, Sean Porter, I'ma hurt you. I'ma knock you out. Man down, hand down, man down. You know the motto. I'ma knock Sean Porter's out. You know I'ma do Sean. I'ma knock the in-state street fighter out." That fight came and gone. He dropped him. Last time I checked, Sean Porter could have won that fight almost. Come on, man. Come on, man. Well, Crawford need to do something. What Errol Spence done? He been at this division for what? What, about 7 years? He came down the division and he wanted Jeff Horn belt. Well, I won't fight Jeff Horn. I want the winner. Crawford get the belt. That belt don't mean nothing. Come on, man. This y'all mans, dude. This y'all mans. He don't want to fight nobody. He don't, Renard Slow. He don't want to fight nobody. He don't want to fight nobody. Who he want to fight? Y'all tell me who he want to fight. Who Errol want to fight? He gonna fight Danny Garcia. How many times Danny Garcia got a gift or been beat? Please tell me. How many times Danny Garcia been beat on? Is Danny Garcia an elite welterweight? No. Come on, man. Let me show y'all mans. Let me show y'all. Look at y'all mans. Look at y'all mans right here. Let me kind of fix this. Look at y'all mans. Matter of fact, man, I ain't even got the chat hooked up. That's my bad. Fuck it. I'm gonna just leave this up here for y'all. Here's what we gonna rock out today. Look at y'all mans. And this the nigga y'all saying. And this the nigga y'all saying is the welterweight champion of the world. This is the nigga that y'all saying that'll beat Bud. Vinny Ochoa, salute. Appreciate it. This is the dude y'all saying beat Bud. Look how he's standing with his leg popped out. Look at him. Look at the purse hanging off his hip. Baby, grind on me. That's this picture scene. Don't let your body be free. Slow grind. Look at him. Little Dallas, little pretty Ricky looking ass nigga. Look at him. Look at him. This is a fighter. Look how he holding his hands. Oh, get me off guard. No real nigga saying get me off guard. Look at him following Floyd's advice. Ooh, Floyd got the biggest Chanel bag. I got to get me a bag. This is all my Al Heyman money can afford. Look at him. Look at this nigga, little fake Troy King on there and shit. Act like he on the phone. Nigga ain't talking to nobody. Nigga ain't talking to his mama. Look how he got his leg popped up. Look at that. Look how he got his leg popped up. Look how he got his leg popped up. Yeah, baby. Look at me. I'm getting money. Look how he got his leg. Look at Errol Spence got his leg, got his foot on the little wall. Come on, no real nigga stand like that, bro. That nigga going to suck them titties after they get done doing this picture. I'm telling you. He on that Dean and Dillian White. Look how that foot popped up. Y'all telling me y'all surprised that this nigga ducking Terrence Crawford, a lightweight, a chinny lightweight, is what y'all call it? Come on, man. A chinny lightweight? This nigga, come on, man. Look at him. Look at him. Motherfucker look like a Valentine's Day gift. Look at him. Motherfucker say, look at my drip. Look at my shoes. Look at my car. Look at my purse. All they can do is wow. Wow. His other boy, look at my chain. Look at my feet. Look at my jeans. All they can do is say wow. That picture screen, period. Earl be in the gym like jab, period. Hook, period. Body shot, period. Look at him. You want to know why he don't want to fight Bud? He don't want to take that purse off. Hell no. Look at this boy. Yeah, he after hey, give my chains back, nigga. Come on, give my chain back, please. Please give my chain back, Mister. Please, please. I need my chains back. I need my chains back. Come on, man. I thought this was Orlando Lara for a minute, man. Y'all said Orlando Lara was the first openly gay boxer. I ain't got no problem with that. Nigga Earl and Troy King before they about to spar and shit. I fuck with Troy King though. Salute. Look at him. This nigga probably told this girl, look at me, I'm making plays with Earl Spin, man. You know who mad about this before I finish off on a serious note? You know who mad about this, bro? Black Fight fan. He mad, man. I can't believe this nigga Earl took another picture with another man. He couldn't wait for me to get down there, man. I would have went to my wife's room, man. I'd have got ACC. I would have got me a damn purse, man. I would have put my baby oil that I had from Cell Block D, man. And I would have went out there and I would have struck a pose with Earl, man. This ain't right. Earl can't be out here taking pictures with other niggas with purses and without me, man. This man right here, man. This right here, man, is an abomination of this proclamation, man. Saying, yeah, man, you know, my wife got me a purse I wear when I go out with Beverly Rose, man. You know what I'm saying? I be looking fly with my shit, but my wife bought it a little bit too long. I'm only like 5'3", and my purse be dragging. It be dragging on the ground and shit. But I'm gonna give me a shorter purse, man. When I get the most super chats, I'm gonna give me a shorter purse so it don't drag on the drown. Man, you talk about CeeLo Green, aka 42 Doug 7'8". 7'8" got a midget head. You ever seen his head? Mega Mind head on 42 Doug body. Bleedo body. Got more head than he got body. Shit. Some of 7'8" pit bulls probably stand on their hind legs and they probably like 7 feet taller than him, man. Shit. Motherfucker look like a damn Alaska bulldog. He said Boxberg got Pacquiao on him. You crazy. He look like an Alaskan bulldog. You ever seen one of them? Me neither. Motherfucking Faye look old as hell. Look like he need a detox. He need to call Dr. Dre. You ain't lying. He go, yeah, man, if you want to watch Beverly Rose, man, put hot baby oil, man, on with Earl Spence putting baby oil on 78, man. Subscribe to his fans only, man. Come on, man. Come on, look at this picture. This is just sick. This is just sick. Y'all talking about Terrence Crawford weird. Weird. Ain't this looking weird? This motherfucker look like Bernie Mac from Above the Rim mixed with, mixed with Orlando Lara. This motherfucker is a this motherfucker Brokeback Mountain mixed with Bernie Mac from Above the Rim. Get out of here, man. But on a serious note, man. On a serious note, like I said before, when you ask Errol Spence fans, what about the Terrence Crawford fight? Oh, Crawford, he need to fight somebody. He need to fight Sean Porter. He need to do this. He need to do that. When you ask Terrence Crawford people, what about the Errol Spence fight? Let's make it happen right now. That's the difference. Errol Spence ain't done enough to be put on a pedestal. He ain't even beat Keith Thurman. He ain't even beat Keith Thurman. So at the end of the day, you ain't beat the last number one welterweight, and you ain't beat the current number one welterweight in people's opinion in Manny Pacquiao, because he beat the man who beat the man, or who just got handed the pedestal because Floyd retired. So Pacquiao technically beat the man who was the man. He just got stripped of a belt. Errol Spence ain't never got a ring belt. He ain't never beat the lineal. He ain't never beat the number one welterweight in the division. So how he the man? He should be wanting to fight Terrence Crawford for validation. So even if he don't get all 4 belts, he's still the man. He beat Terrence Crawford. We know Crawford the next best welterweight. He a Hall of Famer instantly. Who knows? He go over, he fight, Danny Garcia. He get a couple more fights. Pacquiao retire. Maybe Keith Thurman don't want to fight him. He retire or something, or he lose. He go up to 54, fight Lubin, and go to sleep. Is he a Hall of Famer? No. When he could have fought Terrence Crawford and retired a fucking legend, regardless of what happened. He said they praying to God someone beat Bud before he get to Spence. That's all it is. Don Banks, that's all it is. And Cain Abel say they want Bud to fight everybody but Spence. And that's how you know they not real boxing fans. And y'all boy 78 at first was saying this. Yeah, man, they need to hurry up and fight, man, before this get bad. Remember he said that? They need to hurry up and get this done. And niggas said, oh, we need to build the fight. All them dollars, them Texas nut huggers on Trill Box, oh, they need to build the fight. I'm like, no, make that shit happen. Me, Town, and Southside Boxing 601 was the only niggas saying make the fight happen. All them other niggas, oh, no, build the fight. Now you want to know why they want to build that fight. Now you want to know why they want to build that fight. They don't believe in this dude. This dude is garbage. Compared to Bud, man. He only got a puncher's chance. Only thing special about Errol Spence, he a southpaw. He don't do nothing else special. Derrick James just added nothing to his game. Not a little hot sauce, not a little ranch, not nothing. He ain't add no drip to his game. Nothing. Errol Spence could train himself. That's why Rob Brandt got the hell up out of there. The WC didn't even order Spence to fight Danny mandatory. He was named mandatory. It wasn't like he didn't have to fight him. Spence would have got stripped. Spence went after Garcia. He did. He could have took a tune-up. He told, I can't say who he told, but he told somebody at PBC that he thought it was a tune-up. Garcia was a tune-up. And they tried to talk him about fighting Garcia and taking an easier fight. He didn't want to take an easier fight. So either he want to take an easier fight because of arrogance or because of the money. Nobody wants to take a pay cut, regardless. Gino, salute. Appreciate it. Nobody wants to take a pay cut. So I'm not mad at him. If he go in there and get knocked out, so what? If he go in there and win, we got to give him credit where credit. It's a great win because of his story. That's what amplifies. If he beat Danny Garcia before, okay. But this can validate him as being back on top of the mountain. You know, or towards the top of the mountain because he beat Danny Garcia. He healthy. His hips good. His back good. His head good. Cool. That's cool. He go out there and get knocked out, we're gonna throw a celebration. I'm gonna light these Cubans up. We're gonna get some Bombay Sapphire up in here going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it on and we're gonna party. You know, if he win, we'll talk about it. We get credit where credit is due, but if he lose, we're gonna party about it. You know? It ain't like hoe ass Danny gonna fight Terrence Crawford either. You ain't heard Terrence Crawford say a bad thing about Danny Garcia, none but respect to Danny Garcia. He ain't said nothing bad about Terrence Crawford, about Errol Spence. You know, he just want to fight. And when you get to the point in a sport where people don't want to see the best fight the best, it just let you know it's polluted. Honestly, who don't want to see a premier fight between two of the top fighters in the division in their prime? Who don't? But they let these dudes from Texas who don't even know nothing about boxing. They just found out boxing invented when Errol Spence got into the sport. They got the little females chirping. They got their little these niggas was Rocket fans, Cowboy fans. No motherfuckers working in the oil fields, getting money. All of a sudden now, they boxing fans. You ain't heard nothing from them. When 7 Day was doing videos on YouTube years and years ago, you ain't hear no signs of these niggas. Fred was pimping the congregation. You know what I'm saying? He took boxing lessons and Kenny Porter still Hong Kong Fooey smushed him in the face. Kenny, we can go somewhere, Kenny, right now. You know him about it. You know him about it. He mad because Kenny took his woman. Let me tell you what happened with that, right? We open up Q&A. Let me just tell you how simple Fred is, right? He ain't even a simpleton. I gotta say the full word with all the syllables. I'm gonna say how simple Fred is, right? All right, they in the DC, DMV. Let's just say it, right? They in the DMV. Y'all wanna know why these niggas was fighting? I'm gonna put it out there because I ain't gonna do shit to me. They out there in the DMV. Okay, I guess Kenny get there first, right? So Fred meets this flight attendant, I guess, or something like that. So Fred tell Kenny to babysit his bitch, right? He said, hey, watch my chick until I fly in there, you know, show her around the town, show her a good time. Kenny Porter said, okay, you pass me the chick, I'm gonna fuck the hoe. So, you know, Kenny end up, you know, taking the girl from Fred. I guess Fred touched down, found out that Kenny took his chick, right? And they beefing. So you want to know why it happened? That's why it happened. That's why it happened. So let's get to Q&A. So that's what happened. He let Kenny Porter babysit his chick. Kenny Porter did what he supposed to do. He put that dick on her, and and she didn't want to go back to Lil Fred. So Kenny Porter took his chick when he told her to kind of, show her around the town. And by the time he flew in, she was digmatized. I wish somehow Bud can get that Pac-Man fight and get the belt. Man, Pac-Man ain't fighting nobody. If Earl look bad and win, he'll fight him. Just bet. Y'all can ask question on. Just bet. I hope WBO make Porter fight Virgil for the title eliminator. No, Sean Porter the mandatory in every belt except for the WBA. He ain't got to go that route. Mike like Bud is dumb businessman. Spence getting his ducks in the row. Like, how's he getting his ducks in a row? You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence got to go on pay-per-view just to get more than 3.5 that Terrence get. So let that sit. Terrence made more money in one pay-per-view than Earl made in 2 pay-per-views and guaranteed money. So, like I said before, Mike don't know nothing. Guess where Mike going? He gone. So do you think Bud is being too classy and needs to be the villain type to get? I mean, at the end of the day, he don't want to sell himself short. He don't want to sell himself out. So, I mean, do what he do. He took the high road, he's still getting money. So, I mean, I would be going ape shit on these niggas. But that ain't his character. So you can't make something out of somebody that's not that character. Mark, every time someone bring up the matchups, they talk about A side, B side. Man, that's all they want to talk about. Earl Spence the one that's talking about like this is last fight. I don't know how you try to press Keith Thurman and then when somebody press you for a fight, you do what Keith Thurman do. Crazy, he's just another Keith Thurman. He doing everything Keith Thurman did. Keith Thurman fought Sean Porter 3 years ago. To when he fought Sean Porter, he fought Danny Garcia. Keith Thurman fought Danny Garcia in 2017. He doing everything Keith Thurman doing. That's it. He doing everything Keith Thurman doing. He ain't no man. Only thing Keith Thurman ain't did was put that purse on. That's a purse. No, never let a man babysit your chick. Beauty shop a fucking simpleton. He didn't even want to move on and say, all right, you fucked her. You got me. I made a mistake. The motherfucker start fighting over a chick. And this nigga married. Boy, would you. Earl fan here, Don. He said, I want that fight. At least after this Danny fight, I got an actual explanation as to why he would win. Why would he win? Let me know. Why would he win? I'm open. He can win. Let's not act like he can't. He can win. If he hit that nigga upside the head with his purse. But Kobe 2K fan, he talked all that player, I don't own any woman shit, and that's why he's slandering the guy he called his brother. Yup. When a dude beefing, it's always over money or pussy. That's what I learned. Okay, how do you think he would do at 54? Who? Earl or Terrence? Clarify that. Earl, my boy, but he has to see Bud, no doubt. Y'all niggas gonna give him a pass, Greg. You gonna give him a pass if you don't see him. You is. But shout out to Greg. If he go on to fight Canelo and beat Canelo, y'all will forget. See that Bud got time. How long do you think before he has to fight his mandatory? Shit, I don't know. He might fight him next and he ain't got nothing to do. I would have moved up and fought Tim Tszyu. I would have beat Teixeira and fought Tim Tszyu as a mandatory and got my bag and, whatever happened. They all recycling fights. That's it. He doing everything that Keith Thurman did. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Everybody want to complain about the person who got the power. And then when they get the power, they do the same thing the other person did. Everybody complained about Floyd. Canelo did the same thing Floyd did. But did it worse. Floyd rigged boxing, so it will never go back to what it was. Floyd rigged it so nobody would break his records. That's all it boiled down to. He rigged it. Earl or Thurman at 54. Earl still. Thurman done. He don't have no core. So at this point, I think Thurman at 47 might have a chance. They both got a chance. I think it depends what Earl come back. All Earl got to do is touch the body. King Zaire Raheem had an interview on Baby Mama Boy. He don't think Earl right from the card. I mean, that's his opinion. I haven't seen him. Alfonso Morris. I can't speak on if he right or not. That's up for them to determine. If Earl Spence ain't right after the car crash and he training and something ain't right, just cancel the fight or push it back. That's it. But if he arrogant enough and when people blinded by the money and they say, well, I got to get this payday at any means, Money blind you. You know, you can take, quick money ain't better than good money. So if he doing this for the money because he hurting for the money, or he want to get the bag, you know, or he don't respect Danny Garcia, he doing this too fast and he lose. It's like Gary Russell losing to Devin Haney. Nobody gonna have no sorrow for you. Errol Spence could have took a tune-up. He could have fought twice. He could have fought a little quick tune-up in November. He got him out of there. He could have fought again at the end of December. Just two little punk ass fights. I don't have no sympathy for no grown man making decisions. You live and you die by your decision. Doesn't Fred have an Asian wife and he pro-black? He ain't pro-black to begin with. Porter exposed. I mean, Porter got Juan Denny. Porter got close fight with everybody. Hill Brook got the most separation from Porter. So Porter is the most valuable participant, MVP. So he gonna, his speed is gonna bother somebody like Errol Spence. Errol Spence don't fight on the balls of his toes, and Errol Spence can't control distance versus an athletic, slick fighter like Sean Porter. So he was, that was a bad matchup, just like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia couldn't control Sean, and he couldn't hit Sean. So with Sean, with same thing with Earl. Earl can't keep nobody in his punches that got athleticism. And that slick. If you sit in front of him, you don't have no head moving, no feints like Mikey Garcia, he'll kill you all day. He said, real talk, bro, Greg said, but no, that ESPN interview Spence did was wrong about Bud. I always admit that. I mean, he ain't gonna fight him probably. If he do, he do. Shit. Say how Kenny turned on Bud to the letter. You know how it is, bro. He gotta get traction for Sean. I don't know what he said, because I don't watch that shit. I don't know what he said, but then again, you can't erase history. And y'all know I keep history. History ain't no mystery over here. History ain't no mystery over here. What time the game come on? Because I got all my videos lined up from other channel. History ain't no mystery over here. Real. Hold on. History ain't no mystery over here. Hold on. Let me get my ducks in order. Oh no. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Wait. I got a couple of them for y'all. Give me a minute.
Me and Bud. And Bud didn't back down. Nobody in the alley but me and Bud. And Bud didn't back down. I just had to say, all right, I'm going to just walk this one off, Bud. because Bud is the truth. Bud is the real deal, Holyfield, whatever you want to say. I know it. I squared up with him in an alley. And we faced off. It's the real deal, Holyfield, whatever you want to say. I know it. because Bud is the truth. Bud is the real deal, Holyfield, whatever you want to say. I know it. I squared up with him in an alley.
So you heard it right there from Kenny Porter. That's all the validation we need. Appreciate y'all. The game on. I didn't know. Is they got fans out there? I heard they having fans out there. So appreciate y'all. Send this to your favorite LDBC member. Send it to Errol Spence DM so you can see how stupid he look with a purse on. You know what I'm saying? See, look at him with that purse. Look at this boy. Yeah, man. I look good with your chains on. Look at him wearing Gucci. Look at him wearing that Gucci. Well, he's stupid enough to vote for Biden or Trump, but we gone.